Earlier tonight, I was watching this movie, and in that movie, I was thinking about this because I talked yesterday, and the day before that, about this when you have a memory attached to a place, and I think memory is a very strange thing, and I think it's very strange that you never really know what's going to trigger something. And tonight I was watching this movie, and it was just mentioning how I went bathing with a boy who later on died, and when I was watching it, I started to, get this image in my head from the day when I put Della in a coffin, and it was naturally last time I saw her, last time I held her. I put her in the coffin and kissed her goodbye and put on the lid, and that's something I have to live with, which is not the easiest thing. I mean, you don't put it's hard sometimes. It's hard all the time, but sometimes I'm reminded about it a little bit more. And this time it was this image I got in my head from when I have done that, and my dad and I went to a flower shop to pick up the flowers for a funeral and to drive them to a church with some of the flowers, and on the way back home from a flower shop, we went an old way. There's this highway, fast highway, there's a new way, and there's this old way that's down much slower, but it's down by the sea, and it's really beautiful, so we often go there because it's a much beautiful road. And we went there, and suddenly we saw that the whole sea was full of swans. I never seen so many swans in one place before. I've never seen them like that in the sea, but usually don't hang out at that place, and definitely not in March or April. I mean, this was the 14th of April, and so we stopped the car and went down on the beach, and we just looked at those swans for a while. And it was really cold outside. It was a sunny day, but it was cold, and it's something that's always, in the back of my head, that the sea was full of swans. I don't know, it shouldn't matter at all, but it's something that in some way, it's a memory like that. It's just there. And tonight when I watched this movie, it just hit me so strongly. I just cried. I don't know for how long. It's a good thing Ray was already asleep, but it was awful. And I mean, it's been 12 years now, more than 12 years since Stella died, but it's always there. And I think if you have that, parental bond to your child, it doesn't matter how old the child was when it died or what happened really. If you have bonded, and I have to my children already when they have been pregnant, I've been so strong where absolutely nothing that could separate us. And for me, it's so unnatural to be away from my children. It's the most unnatural thing there is, and especially from an infant. It's just not. You don't do that. You don't leave a child. I would never leave a child under a year if I wasn't absolutely forced. To go out and have. Maybe if the baby was asleep and was with another parent or with my oldest children, and I was within reach of, could get there in 15 minutes, I could, leave for an hour or two when they were like 6 or 7 months old maybe, but otherwise no way. It's just, no. Now I was forced to because of my heart, and also because of the stroke I had later on, but that's, I think, sometimes you're just forced to it, and sometimes, if you live in a country where you just can't stay home with your children, of course you have to, but I'm glad I don't, and to me it's like, I want to be around my babies. And then to have to leave a child in a hospital, to leave it in this plastic bag no, not plastic bag, plastic, I don't know what you call it, this little bed they put them in when they're newborn. Just, you know, take it in, leave the baby there, give it to somebody else to look after, you know, like even if she's not, you don't need to look after, Shannon's already dead, it's still, yeah, just leave, it's, so 12 years and it still hurts, it hurts so bad, but I tried to share my head a little bit, as you can tell, and doing so I tried was fooling around a little bit with makeup, which you can tell. It didn't turn out very well, and I won't give you any close-ups, and the rest of my face looks like, but I was actually quite pleased with the things I was trying out. I was trying a few different eyeliners, and I think it was really fun to, you know, just, I, you know, washed off on like 20 times, and I think I did 7 different ways, and 4 of them was okay. This one is not okay, but I'm too tired to remove it right now. And I will look like a panda if I do right now, so it's better to leave it like it is until I've been walking the dog. But and this little thing here is not it's not my hair turning white. It's actually paint in my hair. But yeah. Maybe it could be a new trend to have like white waving hair like that. And as I said in that video, that real bathing, tomorrow she starts her new preschool, and I'm a tiny little bit nervous about it. I shouldn't be, but you never know. I've been potty training her a lot, intensively potty training her, because she was almost potty trained before, but then because of her problems with the stomach and also problems with her kidneys and urine and so on, she has started to cry when she's go to the bathroom or sitting on potty or on toilet, and you know, has really fear of going to the bathroom. So I have just put it on ice for a few months now, because you know, it's no way, you shouldn't force it. But now she's okay with sitting on the potty again. Hooray! So now we have this, you know, really intense potty training thing going on all week now, and yeah, there are not that many accidents, but she's very good to hold it back, to not go on potty at all. So often she has the diaper in the morning or during the night, and she pee in the diaper before I remove it, and she actually do it with liberty. She don't want me to remove it before she has peed in it. And after that, nothing happens, and when I put on a diaper before I go for a nap, and then she pees. And when we remove it,